I'm going to be talking about the iPad Mini 4. Now, if you've been on my channel before, or if you're a longtime subscriber of me, you will know I'm primarily an Android user, but that's not entirely true. Back in 2007, I actually owned the first iPhone that ever came out, and since I used iPhone before, I thought I would actually bite the bullet and pick up the new iPad Mini 4. The reason I went with Apple tablet instead of a Android tablet or a Microsoft Surface or anything like that is because I just want my tablet to work. I really don't need a lot of customization when it comes to my tablet because 99% of the time I will be in an application, and most likely I'm not bringing my tablet with me everywhere I go, so I really don't need to have full customization on my tablet. I just want it to work. Another reason I picked up the iPad Mini 4 is because the battery on this is amazing. I've owned the Nexus 7 2013 and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1 2012 tablet, and I can say those did not have amazing battery. At most, I would get around 4, 5, 6 hours of battery. And for me, I really need the battery to last as long as possible because I am a power user when it comes to smartphone and tablets or any type of mobile device. I do need the battery to last very, very long. Now, one thing cool about this year is Apple actually made specific features for their iPads. The iPad Mini 4 and the iPad Air 2. They both have features you cannot get on the iPod Touches and you can't get on the iPhones. The main feature is multi-view, so you can run two apps at once. I know this ain't anything new if you compare this to Samsung or Android, because Android phones can do a lot more than Apple, but it's still nice. They made specific features for their new generation of tablets. Now, running two applications is very, very nice, and running two applications at once will only work on their newer tablets such as the Mini 4 and the iPad Air 2. Also, the Pro coming out in November, or by the time you're watching this video, the Pro may be already out. But that one will also support multi-view. The other tablets in their lineup, like the Air 1, the Mini 3, the Mini 2, the Mini 1, can do a thing called split view or split screen, or not really split screen, but they can basically it's called split view or something, where you can still use an app while another app's open. You just can't use them at the same time, which is still really cool considering the iPhones and the iPod touches can't do that. So that's really cool. They're trying to bring other features to their tablets, which makes it stand out. And overall, I'm very happy with this tablet. And by the way, this video is actually being recorded on the front-facing camera of the iPad Mini 4. Now, there will be a review on my channel of the Mini 4 if you would like to see this uh, tablet and see the specs and everything. Now, the one I actually went for is a 64 gig gold Wi-Fi and cellular model, so I did splurge this year. Usually when it comes to my tablets, I really don't splurge, but I really wanted to splurge and get the best model or the biggest model I could afford, because let's face it, 16 gig in 2015 is not acceptable by any manufacturer. Once you install 2 or 3 games or a couple of movies and stuff like that, you will be out of storage, let's face it, and 16 gig is just way too small. Now, one nice thing the new iOS allows is it'll uninstall apps before you upgrade to iOS 9 if you're running any other product that did not come with iOS 9. And also, apps that you download from the App Store are supposed to be able to take out parts of the app that you don't really need, so the apps become more smaller when you install them. So it is nice that Apple is trying to actually make the apps more smaller, so for those people who own the 16 gig models of the phone. But this time I went with 64, and I really don't have to worry about whether I can download this app, whether I can take pictures, whether I can store movies, everything like that. I'm good to go. I was really debating on whether to get the cellular and Wi-Fi model, but I decided I'm gonna try to use the cellular model. I know you can tether your phone to a tablet, but I think in this situation, I'm really gonna love that cellular connectivity since most of the time, which is 60% of the time, I'm on the go. Well, I do have a phone, of course, but it's still nice to do a lot of your multitasking, a lot of your multimedia on a bigger screen. And another reason I went with the Mini 4 is because I said to myself, if I'm getting the cellular model, then I would rather have the Mini 4 than the Air 2. Yes, the Air 2 has a bigger screen, but if you're going to be taking it around with you, it does get a little bit heavier, a little bit bulkier. It's not too bad since the Air 2 is a really thin tablet, but I just really wanted to get the Mini 4. I think it's the perfect size for me as a tablet, and I really do enjoy the screen size. Yes, some people think it's too small, but I'm actually loving the screen size. In the last couple of days, I've had the Mini 4. I've been watching videos and content a lot, especially Netflix and YouTube and Hulu and things like that. And I've really enjoyed my experience with this tablet. Just keep in mind that I know this is not a new thing, but since this is my first iPad from Apple, that since the screen is 4:3, most videos you watch like on Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, especially YouTube, if you're a big YouTube junkie, I would just like to keep this in mind that your video will not play in full screen. It will play in a widescreen format. So just keep that in mind. That's due to the tablet being 4:3 ratio. It's not optimized to really watch videos, but you can still watch videos. Just keep that in mind. It will be a widescreen type format, and no, you cannot make it full screen like on YouTube and things like that. But overall, I really do enjoy this tablet, and peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out.